We are at the Radix Ecological Sustainability Center. We're a nonprofit organization here in the south end of Albany, New York, developing a demonstration site of sustainable tools and technologies that are designed to teach urban residents, with a special focus on youth, how to have more local access and control over essential resources such as food and water, waste management, and energy production.
Chicken!
So here we have our micro livestock, which are animals that are smaller than cows or horses or pigs. They are animals that eat less, take up less space, all in all being more appropriate to have in an urban environment. And great to really bring in kids and let them do just what we call chicken education, to become familiar with these animals that, again, many times when you're living in the city, you may not be familiar with them, to understand where eggs come from and about waste cycles and about how to produce nutritious food in your own backyard. We have honeybees on the property who have an important job here, and that's to pollinate all the vegetables and the fruit trees that we have, and also really important for our educational system to teach kids about the important role that bees play in ecosystem processes, but also food production, and also just to more directly show them where honey comes from. So this is our solar greenhouse, where we're able to keep systems alive and growing throughout the year, which is fantastic to have in a cold climate because our growing season is more or less the opposite of the school year. So this way kids can come here in the middle of the winter and have a chance to learn about plants and biological systems even in the dead of winter. What's your favorite plant in here?
Probably
the passion flower. It's pretty cool, huh? And what I like to say to educators is, if you want to get kids interested in the STEM disciplines, bring them to a living laboratory such as this, where you can see science, physics, chemistry, ecology, biology, add on a layer of social sciences and economics, see the synthesis of it all together, and then get them excited about that, and then work backwards from that point.
Where's the fish at?
So this is an aquaponic system, which is a way to grow fish and plants together in a closed-loop recirculating system in such a way where the wastes produced by the fish become nutrients for plants that are also growing in the system. This is a fantastic teaching tool, a way for kids to learn about aquatic ecology, about fish, about aquatic biological processes, but also to tie it in with broader conversations, for instance, the health of the Hudson River and the fact that we're not able to eat fish out of here, but here is a way that you can be providing fish protein for urban residents that is going to be non-toxic while we're simultaneously working to restore the health of the river. We do educational programs for students of a whole variety of age groups, pre-K through PhD, as we say, but also, really importantly, adult education as well. But a couple examples of that, we have the Children's South End Cafe group come in, who are mostly elementary age school children who come in one day a week, typically on Tuesday afternoons. And with children that age, it's more really physical work and hands-on, and just really, developing a sense of love and familiarity and connection with a lot of these natural systems.
Do you guys know any other sources of protein?
We love the Radix Center. We come every Tuesday, and we also come any day the gates open. The kids will walk by after school and say, the Radix Center is open, so then we will come over and see the chickens and the bunnies and go into the greenhouse. We just really love partnering with the Radix Center. It's taught the kids about gardening, about composting. We compost at the cafe, and then we bring our food to oh, you have your chicken. We bring a rooster. Is that a rooster?
No, it's a chicken.
A chicken? We bring our food to the Radix Center for composting. The kids are able to hold the chickens, hold the bunnies, walk around. Scott helped them tap a maple tree, which was really cool. So I think that not only is the Radix Center beautiful, but it's also a way to teach us to live a sustainable life and to care about the earth.
The outside.
Are the only one with the seeds.
On the outside.
On the outside.
The advice I would give to providers looking to create relationships with community organizations is to get a sense of who is out there in their immediate vicinity. I'm a strong believer in experiential education and therefore place-based and neighborhood-based education. So I think it's really important for children to see systems, particularly sustainability systems, social systems, modeled in their very own communities. It's one thing to demonstrate it on a classroom level, but much more important or equally important in many ways to see it actually applied and implemented on a neighborhood scale as well.
It's a cactus.
I would say if somebody was interested in seeing what's available in the community, I would take a walk in the neighborhood, walk around, see what's there. Sometimes there's hidden treasures that you don't even know about. Of course, you can do some research on your own. You can visit the local library and see what is available. So I would encourage anybody to just see who is in the neighborhood, outside of the neighborhood, that can bring something to the table to enrich the lives of the children and the families.
I believe it's really important to reach people, children, when they're young, when their hearts and their minds are open. You know, working with both elementary school and high school age children, there's a pretty significant shift that happens between those years where kids start to close down a little bit and, you know, become a little bit too cool for school and, you know, and act disinterested. They may genuinely be interested but might be embarrassed to actually show that. But, you know, when kids are young, first, second, third grade, they just have this amazing sense of wonder that is great to tap into and take advantage of, and to instill them with those feelings of love and connection while they are open to it, and that's going to shape and inform their attitudes for the rest of their lives. And that's what's necessary for creating a conscious and concerned citizenry as adults. Check this one out.
Oh, tropic fruits.
Yeah, this is a carnivorous plant. Look at that.